A federal judge issued a permanent injunction against the Texas law that would restrict and even criminalize drag performances. KXAN anchor Will Dupree joins us this afternoon to talk a little bit more about that ruling as well as the law. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here.
Absolutely. Always happy to be with you.
All right, so let's just talk about some background. Give us some background on what Senate Bill 12 would do.
So this law would place limits on where people could see drag shows and even who could potentially see them. So what this law does, it mentions nothing about drag specifically in any of the language. However, how it defines a sexually oriented performance would apply to that. So certain accessories that would be used to change your appearance or even certain dance moves would fall into that category and potentially land businesses and people into trouble. Businesses could face, thousands of dollars in fines if a minor should see one of these performances, and a performer could even face potential criminal charges. The plaintiffs who brought this lawsuit that resulted in this permanent injunction, they laid all that out in their case that they filed against the state, saying that, this would affect their ability to make money, entertain people, and also open them to criminal prosecution.
Okay, so you've covered this extensively. What was the reason behind the judge's order for the injunction?
This ruling yesterday came from the U.S. District Court Judge David Hittner. And before yesterday's ruling, he had previously issued 2 temporary restraining orders that essentially blocked this law from going into effect. So it's really not that much of a surprise that ultimately a permanent injunction was decided upon. But in his 56-page ruling yesterday, he laid out a number of reasons and issues that he had with the law, including that it was discriminatory and vague and overbroad. He also concluded his order by saying that it was an unconstitutional restriction on speech. So he says that it violated the First and 14th Amendment. This gave a big win to those 5 plaintiffs who filed that lawsuit.
Okay, so hearing all of this, what has been the reaction from both sides?
Of course, the plaintiffs are incredibly happy and very relieved that the judge reached this decision. A number of LGBTQ+ advocacy organizations fought this law as well, so they celebrated this judge's ruling. But on the other side, State Senator Brian Hughes, who wrote this bill, he's a Republican from the Mineola area. He released a statement saying that he believes that it is still constitutional and it may require defending it all the way up to the Supreme Court. So potentially there could be other legal fights to come. We'll just have to keep following along.
Okay, Will Dupree, thanks so much. And his story is trending now on KXAN.com.